So far, we have treated Google Sheets like a notepad for organizing data. Now let's make it do some work for you. In this video, you're going to write your very first formula. It's your first step in making your spreadsheet smart. We'll start with the most useful yet simple function, adding up a list of numbers using the sum formula. Now we'll be working on this sheet, and if you want your copy of this sheet and you want to follow along this video with your own version of copy, there is a link in the description box of this video. Go ahead, make your own copy, and let's get started. Now, before getting into the sheet directly, I want to show you something is how are we going to perform operations on each cell inside Google Sheets. Now, as you can see, I have selected a cell. Let's say I want to write here 2 plus 3 and I press enter. As you can see, the Google Sheet did not perform any operation. It could have written that as 5, right? But it did not do that, because we have not yet instructed the Google Sheet to perform any operation. When you want your Google Sheet to perform any operation or execute a formula to give you some result, you need to start the content of that cell with an equal sign. Let me show you how. Now I've written 2 plus 3 here. I will just write equal to sign in front of that, and then I press enter. And as you can see, 2 numbers were added and the output is now 5, which is also a number. Now in this formula, we directly entered few numbers and asked the Google Sheet to perform the operation. On the other hand, when formulas are used, it is a very good practice to use cell addresses. You already know what cell address is, right? Now, for example, the cell address of this is F2, the cell address of this is F3, the cell address of this is E3, and so on. You can see the cell address mentioned here. Now, if I want to add 2 cells, let's say, for example, let me explain you what this data is about. Now, this sheet has a date column, the day of the week column, items sold on that respective day, category to which that item belonged, quantity of that item sold, and total sale. Very generic use case of using a Google Sheet. And now what I'm going to show you is, let's say I want to find out what was the total sale on Monday. Now, total sale on Monday is written over here in these 3 cells. So what I can do is simple. I can just go to some cell and type here total sale on Monday, 4th of August. Simple. I press the tab key to go to the right, and now I start the cell with the equal to sign. I type here equal sign. Now observe carefully what I am trying to do. After I have wrote the equal to sign, what I will do here is write the cell addresses of all the cells I want to calculate the sum from. So I'll write here F2 plus 3 plus 4. And as you can see, all these cells are selected. I'll just press the enter key, and as you can see, I have the total sale from Monday, 4th of August. Simple as that. Now we can do the same thing using the sum formula, and here is how you can do it. I'll remove this value. I'll write the equal to sign, and I'll write here sum. And I'll press enter, and it is asking me for value or it is asking me for a range. Now, since we can select the range inside it, what I can do is I can just select the list of these cells and then close the bracket, press enter. And as you can see, I already got the same result, but it was easier with the sum formula since the cells were adjacent. We selected all the cells together and we have the total as $150. In a similar way, how about we want to know the total sale of the first week? Now, what is the first week? As you can see on the screen, starting Monday, we can go up to Friday here, right? This is the total sale of the first week. Now, this is easy, right? We can select the range of cells in the total sale column and we will get the total, right? See, total sale in first week. I'll just press a tab key and write equal sum, press enter. I'll just select the total sale values that I have till the first week. And as you can see, I have selected all the values that I have till the first week. I will just close my parenthesis. Don't forget to close the parenthesis, okay? And then I'll press enter. And as you can see, I already have the total sale in the first week. Now let me calculate the total sale of whatever is inside total sale, right? Now, I will just go here, type total sale. I'll just press tab key, press the equal icon. And as you can see, Google Sheet is already recommending me to use this because Google Sheet is smart. It is understanding what I'm trying to do, right? I can just press the enter key, or you can go about selecting the whole column and then it will show you the same result. I was just showing you how Google Sheet recommends you from time to time, but it's also your responsibility to check whether Google Sheets recommendation is the right one. Now here is a tricky part. What are you going to do when the cells are not even adjacent and you need to calculate the sum? Now, let me show you the simplest way on how you can do that without getting into so much of mess. Now, as you can see, there are different categories, right? We have drink, food. Now I want to know what is the total sale from my drink category. Now, there are better ways we can calculate that. In future, we'll do that. But I'm going to show you how you can select non-adjacent cells inside the sum formula so that things will get pretty clear for you. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is right here, total sale from drinks. I'll press the tab key and now I'll write equal sign here. I'll just write here sum, start the bracket. And what I'm going to do here is select individual cells from the drink category from the total sale column. Okay. See how I'm going to do that. I'll press the control key on my keyboard or press the command key if you are on Mac. I'll just select cells that involve drink. Keep pressing the control key and you don't have to release it and you have to just select the cells that involve drink. All right, all the cells are now selected, and as you can see, all the cell addresses are automatically populated inside the sum formula. I'll just close the parenthesis, press enter key, and as you can see, we have the total sale from drinks. All I ask you is to practice along whatever I'm doing on the screen. Just watching this will not make you an expert. Doing it yourself will make you an expert. All right. I hope this video was really helpful. You just mastered your first formula and it also laid foundation to more complex formulas that I'll be covering in future videos. So if you're liking this video, hit that like button. Also subscribe to this channel. Comment down any questions you have regarding this video. I'll be more than happy to assist you on that. I recommend you watching other videos on the playlist as well if you are liking this video. That's it for today and I'll see you in the next one.